Hey there guys, I'm Dankz564 and this continuation for Let's Play of Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous. So I just returned back to the Dresden and suddenly there's like this guy here. sort of valor glows as if in greeting. The glow is so bright it's not immediately clear there is another source of light present. The shimmering golden wings of magnificent angel.
Valiant champion of Golarion, allow me to greet you. My name is the Hand of the Inheritor, and I am the Herald of Iomade, the Lightbringer.
The face of the angel is hidden by a helm, but his eyes are clearly looking at you. When he begins to speak, there is an undercurrent of excitement in his resounding proud voice. The angel then drops to one knee before him, his grace bellying his monumental stature. Billy's eyes, such displays are unnecessary.
I am only giving you the credit you deserve, valiant champion. We have much to discuss, champion. You must have many questions for me, and I for you. First of all, I wish to say that I have come here to do what I can to help you. But also because I too need your help. But what I need most of all is an answer to a question that has been troubling me.
What did you want to ask?
I sense astonishing power in you, akin to my own. But not just that. Many of Heaven's warriors fought the monsters of the World Wound, and among them there was one I especially cherished. My young comrade and friend, Lariel. He and his sister Targona crafted holy weapons, and exchanged them as a sign of loyalty and camaraderie. Lariel and Targona both disappeared in those dark years when we lost Dresden and the Sword of Valor. Even I failed to find any trace of my friends. But you carry an echo inside you, the memory of Lariel's sword. How did this come to be?
When you say you say I carry echo of Lariel's sword, do you mean this?
Yes, I recognize this power as mortals recognize the voice of a dear friend. It's so sad to know I will never again see the one to whom this sword once belonged. But to see its light still shining in worthy hands gives me hope.
I received the sword in the cave of Canabras. I had a vision in which Lariel was betrayed, dead protecting his mortal companion.
Yes, that sounds like him. He loved mortals, and understood them better than many of us celestial warriors did. Or at least, he thought he understood them. But you say the vision visited you in the caves beneath Canabras? I see now. The suffering of the first Crusaders, whose children were maimed by the demon's strange villainy, was a matter very close to Lariel's heart. For most of us, our only concern was defeating the demons. But Lariel wanted to protect mortals above all else. I think he went into those caves in search of the people who came to be known as mongrels. But demons often use our virtues to hurt and torment. They turned a rescue mission into a deadly trap. They will pay for this sin and others. Forgive me for my outburst, and thank you for your story. At least now I know what fate my dear friend suffered.
Do you know who killed Lariel? The creature resembled Descarian, possessed immense power.
Many demons in the Abyss mimic the appearance of their repellent master, but I do not think it was a Darachni or a similar beast. I find myself reluctant even to utter this name under the skies of Golarion, but there is a monster who takes special pleasure in killing warriors of heaven. It's called the Echo of Descari, for it truly is an echo. Not a demon born of the Abyss, but an artificial creation of the Lord himself, wrought by him and several of his mortal followers. I sense his fetid mark in this tale. The Echo likes to strike by stealth, weaving an intricate web of lies and treason, and he despises everything connected to heaven and Iomade. I am not in the least surprised that he hunted Lariel down.
Do you know anything about the people who accompanied Lariel into the case? Most of them were traitors, but one girl stood against them, and she perished.
Alas, I do not know the names of traitors or the heroine. Lariel died shortly before the World Wound opened its mouth for a second time, devouring new lands. Many Crusaders disappeared in those dark days of chaos. The lists of the dead and missing were long. I assume the names of Lariel's companions were lost along with them. Perhaps those traitors are honored as fallen heroes today.
Okay, have no more question?
I do. This story is not over, and I humbly ask for your help.
If you are here, does that mean I truly am Iomedae's chosen?
What does your heart tell you?
I don't know. Feels weird, man. Nothing. I gained these abilities out of nowhere. I have no idea what to do with them. But yeah, that's...
For someone wandering in the darkness of ignorance, you have stumbled upon the path of righteousness with surprising alacrity. You thwarted Discari's plot in Canabris, fought your way through the lands conquered and corrupted by demons, reclaimed Dresden, and reclaimed a great relic, the Sword of Valor, seizing it from profane hands. Who could have achieved more?
I feel like he might not be actual hand of Inheritor. Could it be that somebody's like posing as him? Like after that thing with the Aniel?
Listen, I cannot answer yes or no to your question, for it would not be an honest answer. Do not wait for me to say, here is the power bestowed upon you from on high, and this is the task you must complete. That will not happen. For my lady Iomedae, righteous queen of heaven, may mark a mortal with her blessing, but she would never seek to impose her will. Sometimes even I am not privy to her plans. I have come to you not at her command, but of my own accord. But I would recognize the light in heaven in any soul, and I see it in you. I can only guess how and why it was lit. Perhaps finding the answer to this question is a trial you must undergo.
What help would Herald of a Goddess need from me?
I will ask for help not for myself, but for the righteous souls who may be in danger. Listen, I am going to reveal a secret to you that no Crusader has known before, except for the righteous Queen Galfrey.
Okay.
The demons believe their control over the World Wound is absolute, especially at its heart, the corrupted lands near the Threshold Fortress. But this is not true. There, in that web of evil, lies an enclave of the forces of good, the last shrine of ill-fated Sarkoris. That place is called Pelura's Fall. The Shimmering Maiden is an Imperial Lord, our comrade and friend. She was able to conceal her temple from the eyes of the demons, and keep it hidden all these years, from the opening of the World Wound until this very day. The waterfalls that gave name to the temple have run dry, but not the bravery of those who stood guard when their nation fell. The servants of Pelura have an important mission. They explore the World Wound from the inside, looking for ways to close it once and for all and restore the lands of Sarkoris. They have risked their lives, forsaking all joys and rewards in pursuit of this goal, and they have been busy with their research for 100 years. Secrecy is their only protection. If that is lost, all the forces of the Crusader army will not be enough to protect the temple. I would not reveal this secret to anyone else, but the light of heaven is so bright in you that I cannot help but trust it. Moreover, I would like you to visit Pelura's Fall with me. There are 2 reasons for this. First, I am worried about the fate of our valiant allies, and I want you to meet them, champion. Second, I would like you to show them the light of Lariel's sword.
I feel like this is a setup. Like, I feel like this is a setup.
As I mentioned, this sword was created by his sister Targona. She went missing at the same time as her celestial brother. We found no evidence of her death nor any other trace of her. But by touching the sword she made, the seers of Pelura might shed some light upon her fate. Please, help me in this task. My heart yearns to find my lost comrades, or to punish those responsible for their deaths.
Tell me about Pelura.
She is an Imperial Lord, a powerful angel, one of our most important allies, and my loyal friend. She is the mistress of the stars, and the mysterious light of the Aurora. Sarkuris was the land where Pelura was revealed with particular fervor, where her most important temples were located. When the demons came to this poor land, the priests and devotees of Pelura accepted the challenge bravely. Many died protecting and healing their friends in the first years of the calamity.
By the way, it's only now that I realized that this is pronounced Sarkoris, not Sarkozy.
This saddened the shimmering maiden. Pelura boldly decided to intervene in the affairs of mortals, and used powerful spells to hide her main temple. Even the strongest of demons cannot find it.
Tell me about the temple and the people who live there. You know what, I need to settle matters before I go to Pelura Falls.
As you wish, champion. Find me when you decide it's time to go to Pelura's Fall, for only I can transport you to the secret temple.
Okay. Yeah, well, why do I have... Oh, because I'm fatigued, right. Okay, let's go. Oh, and I'm exhausted, right. % of the abyss, more than nothing. Right, that's okay. We'll need to find it somewhere. Pursuit Mythic West Springway. Herald of Radiant Goddess can transport the commander to the secret shrine. I wonder, is that what's it related to? I don't know. Well, I guess we'll figure it out, right?
Let's head out.
Can we rest now? No? How about now?
Commander, it's time for you to play a more prominent role in Mendiv politics. Fortunately, the ideal opportunity has just presented itself. A conflict between the brewing in the capital. A clique of aristocrats displeased the royal council is scheming again. Her Majesty's loyal servants is scheming against Her Majesty's loyal servants. It's unusual power struggle. It's the usual power struggle. Something of this sort occurs every couple of years in any civilized society. Your entrance on the political stage is long overdue, given that your opinion in Mendiv is outstandingly well respected. The Royal Council has decided to make use of it. They're expecting you to denounce publicly the nobles attempting to challenge their rule. Suggest we publicly address Her Majesty, claim that we're being drawn into an intrigue, but let the Queen know that we're loyal only to her and not any of her servants or subjects. Not like we're not the only one on the board of Royal Council. Let us support the disgruntled nobles, and Cousin Gallifrey advisors will have too much on their plate to worry about us. I say we don't get involved in someone else's squabble, and just to make it clear, we'll write a public statement to the people of Mendiv that will have Commander plainly say, "Your bickering is not my problem. Leave me alone." Why are you here? Both the council and the aristocrats won't stop supporting their opponent, right? Well, let's just get payoff from both for not messing with their business. That way, we come out with a little something, and we don't ruffle anyone's feathers. Okay, that's not a bad choice. So help from Queen Gallifrey? 12 paladins and 30 champions are recruited at the commander's headquarters, and 2,000 oh, but we need 2,000 resources. Okay. Mind of nobility. Of nobles. 20 marksmen and 12 cuirassiers. Okay. This might be somewhat good for equipping my secondary force. You know? People's help. 35 light cavalry and 75 shield bearers. No, man. Military for cold help. 15 hedge knights and 30 head hunters. What does she support? All council help. 70 slingers and 100 conscripts. Nope. State morale is increased by 10. I'm leaning towards this, actually, because I have other marksmen, so we'll have like 30 marksmen, and they're pretty good at shooting. So like the secondary force will be somewhat good, but at the same time, I have like only 2 paladins though, and champions are kind of crap. But at the same time, I do have champions. That is true. So having like paladins and champions, I like will just completely increase. Yeah, champions is the one that good attack but shitty health. You know what? Yeah, let's support the queen. I hope our action will remain the rest that we must all remain loyal to the crown and worry about the kingdom, not about personal profit. It's amazing as adjourned, but I'm certain that the crusade will soon require another decision from diplomatic council. And before that happens, Commander, I ask you that you consider whether or not it's worth losing Royal Council as an ally. Okay. Do we need to address anything else here before we go in and have a like rest? Yeah. Military tribunal. Okay. Events report. Before we do the events, do we have any decrease? Yes, we do. It's the relics, right? Fate of the Unholy Symbol, Fate of the Hide and Tusk. That probably might be some sort of a armor or something. Phylactery, okay. Fate of... what is that? Fate of the Soul Shear. I don't know what it is. Fate of the Altar. Fate of the Faultless Daybreak. Army, economy, Royal Parade. I don't think we need that. Okay. So only relics. Let's go with that. What's our events? In our midst, spies of the embassy have attempted to infiltrate Dresden to find out the commander's plan. It was only by chance that they were stopped. The officers have suggested an increase to security in anticipation of new attempts by the demons. Increase the number of interrogators, 10 Inquisitor including commander, okay. That's 1500 leadership experience points, deducts 200 military experience points, introduce collective responsibility. Select trustworthy soldiers who will keep an eye on their comrades. Senior comrades. That's 1000 leadership and Crusader morale increased by 30. And that hardly is useful. I mean, the Inquisitors are not, because they will be just separate group that I cannot put in anything. Let's just get some leadership. Introduce collective responsibility. Okay. And what do we have here? The army was undone along with his plans to retake Dresden. The arrogant leader of the demonic host did not deign to join the fight in person. He took flight, abandoning his soldiers. Okay. I don't think we have anything else. Okay, cool. Let's go rest and then finally we'll go south. Where we wanted to go in the first place. There are a few missions there down south. So, actually, after I rest, I'll probably go talk to the what's his name? Hand of the Inheritor, or something like that. Herald of the Inheritor. Maybe I'll go there, because it will provide me with another mythic path, right? Sounds like a plan. And since it's appeared right now, I'm assuming that it's good enough, right? Yeah, begin resting.
Nenio, why are you trying to calculate the speed of a crowd of peasants chasing after a thief who stole a goose and 2 apples? Who needs to know that?
Oh, it is very important information. If I had known it at the beginning of the experiment, I would have abandoned the heavy goose right away.
Considering she's a fox, that's kind of funny. Okay, off we go.
Careful.
To the streets, yes. Alright, talk to Woljuf in private. How about we do that? So talk to him and then go to the angel. Woljuf is right over here. Oh, he's also by the traders, so that's good. I will need to sell some stuff to them, right? I do have some stuff? Yes, I do. Woljuf, you want to tell me something in private? I know how to word it so you don't just drag me straight to the Inquisitors. Is this another secret? You can trust me. I won't tell anyone. Fine. I still can't believe you took me back. No one has ever done anything like that for me. So I guess I can trust you with some things. Not all of them. Not all of them, though. My shadow. Did I tell you it talks now? Well, it happened after I started carrying the moon of the Abyss with me. And that's not the only thing that happened. It's been giving me strange dreams, like I'm falling inside some kind of crystal. I keep falling forever. Everything around me is shining, but dreams don't mean anything. Thought it was because the wound is so near. But there's something else. Woljuf says stay silent for a while, building up his courage. Chief, I'm stronger. My fingers tingle anytime I use magic now. It's like it's dying to come out. It wasn't like this before. I did some magic, but now it's like I can do some real damage, you know? This never happened before I took the moon. Woljuf gives you a pleading look. Chief, I don't know what to do with these powers. What if they get stronger? I mean, I have always thought about what I'd do if I was suddenly rich and powerful. I'd show everyone my true worth, but I'm not ready for this. It's too much for a simple fellow like me. Yes, this is my grandfather's inheritance, but why'd he leave it to me? Do you think he really wanted me to become stronger so I could grab what Waltz owed me? As payment for all kicks and blows? For all the mocking at the way I was born? Was it a trap? Just think how much you can do for the crusade now. And it's never seen anything like this. You need to use its power with caution, and we'll keep an eye on how the amulet works from now on. How is that chaotic? Like, that's more common sense, you know? Let's go with that. I know a cautionary tale. The Golden Hands had a thug, a half-orc who bent coins and break bricks with his head for a dare. So once they asked him Can you lift a tower shield with your teeth? No hands. He tried it, and all his teeth fell out. All of them, one by one, you know? So he lived on porridge until he kicked the bucket. Which happened because he couldn't lisp the password. Which happened because he couldn't lisp the password to the hideout, so they shot him with a crossbow on the spot. They figured out later and everyone felt bad about it. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, that's when I realized that even if you have great strength, you need to use your brain too. And now, if Voidhail gets to me again, I'll be ready. Thanks for understanding, Chief. I don't know what I'd do without you. So, Voidhail Jägerfels, there are too many demons here around you, and the Moon of the Abyss turned out to be demonic origin as well. You think I like it? If it was up to me, I would never have met them. This is how I see it. Jägerfels must be my grandfather, since they call me his spawn. Voidhail, that spiked ugly mug, who came to to collect some of the old demon's debt from me. Voidhail is that spike ugly mug who came to collect some of the old demon's debt from me. I know how it goes. We have uncles for this in the family, big thugs. But without the spikes who go around beating money out of the late players, the Heverla he's talking about must be like our sister Charisme, but for demons. And old Gramps crossed her somehow, and she just can't get over it. He probably stole Moon of the Abyss from her. I don't know, but I would have. And the Moon? Grandpa should have left me a note or something. Chief, I think he expected better of me than how I turned out to be in the end. He probably thought he'd have a smart grandkid who'd know what the Moon was for and what to do with it, but he got me. Owlcat dropped sadly. So what if he was a demon? I don't want to let him down, you know? He believed in me. I guess just you and him, Chief. The only two people in the whole world who believed in me. That's why I have to figure things out. Okay. Well, good luck with that, Blacksmith. I think he wanted to talk to me alone, but all that time we were yelling at each other through the market square. Okay, what do I need? I don't need that. No, that. And yeah, that. That. Okay. Nobody's wearing that. Why do I keep it? Yeah, nobody's using it, so this I might keep because it's, well, why? This one I might keep because somebody might want it eventually with heavy armor. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, how about I visit the storyteller? Maybe Finian has something? Because all the interaction with Finians was through storyteller mostly. Show Finian? No, that's basically what it was already. I'm not gonna know. I don't know. Whatever. Would it be pretty nice if he became suddenly +3 or +5? I wonder when will it happen. Surely it should have happened, right? Otherwise they wouldn't make a companion sword.
Tread lightly.
No, it was over there. Okay, I think a good idea would be saving here. Otherwise we might just die there. I want to talk to you about angels. Can you tell me? Anything about my... let's just...
I
To
will
Pillar
be
of Falls, off we
glad
go. Waljif, go away, you come in. Okay, now that's better. I think with her, she's mostly important because she can reduce the AC, and we can do more consistent damage to people. With Waljif I think does more damage, but that's mostly all he does. Elandra, the woman face seems to glow with a radiant light. She looks at you with quiet dignity, and her eyes shine with warmth and wisdom. Greetings, Herald of Amadei, the Lightbringer, and to you, companion, and to your companion as well. I'm Elandra, High Priestess of Pelura. I'm happy to see a new face in my temple, the first I have seen in all the years of our vigil. The man standing next to Elandra does not look like a priest. He has some military bearings and his face is covered with scars. He studies you for a moment, then looks you straight in the eye. Katyar, the leader of the Holy Guards of Pelura Falls. I see you have revealed our existence, and of the Inheritor. Did we not agree to keep it secret from the Crusaders? What has changed? My righteous allies, this is not an ordinary Crusader, but our champion. He brings us hope. He was chosen to receive the gift of the gods, and has twice dealt a serious defeat to our enemies. First, in Knabras, where he thwarted the Scari devious plot, then at Dresden, where he saved the city and returned the Sword of Valor. I ask that you receive him as the most welcome guest, and as a brother in arms, for we stand together against hordes of the Abyss. I am Aglar, Knight Commander of the 5th Crusade. I am honored to meet the servants of Pelura and defenders of Sarkoris. It's weird to pronounce it like that. It's an honor for all of us. Tell me about your mission. Why did you decide to remain here in the Wildwood? This temple has been blessed by Pelura. Whether it is day or night, the stars are always visible within the heart of the sanctuary. It's why those who study the stars conduct their observation here. Moreover, if we ever hope to understand the Wildwood, the only place to study it is within its very borders. If we leave Pelura's Falls, all the work we have done over the past 100 years will be lost. You may be wondering why this work is so important. The answer is simple. We are looking for a way to heal the Wildwood once and for all. Through our many years of study, we have discovered that the Wildwood cannot be closed like an ordinary portal or planar gate, because it's too much like a living creature, always growing and changing. Wildwood does not simply exist on its own. There is something else that sustains it. Until we understand what that is, our effort to close it will never succeed. I'm somehow connected to it. I will have to kill myself to close the wound in the end. Like my wound right on me, same as the world wound. However, we achieved much over the years. We have discovered numerous theories and trialed various research methods. Tracking oscillating energy levels across the world led us to an important discovery. The world has a heart of sorts, at a place where the wound was forced open, the Threshold Fortress. We also found a way to weaken the heart, along with the demons that inhabit it. We'll imbue a mighty artifact with both power given to us by Pelura and the memory of the priests of Sarkoris. It will weaken the connection between Threshold Fortress and the Abyss. This artifact will clear the sky above the fortress and set sacred northern stars ablaze. Even if this doesn't heal the wound, it will give strength to those attacking its monster's heart. I have all the resources of the Crusade at my disposal. I'm sure we can assist you in your work. I don't think that's possible. This is our life's work. It requires endless devotion and can only be completed by followers of Pelura in her sacred temple. No one can aid us in this task, however. Eleandra hesitates. There is other work we were forced to abandon because of we lacked the strength, time and resources. We previously explored the possibility of opening new world wounds or improving the existing one. Did you know the wound has already undergone a growth spurt of sorts? It's not entirely clear what happened, but the wound suddenly began to expand at rapid pace, and the energies of the abyss poured out of it. We tried to discover what triggered this event, so that we could prevent it from happening again. Research on the subject ended several decades ago, but we can give you everything we managed to discover. However, you should be careful. This is dangerous knowledge, and it must not fall into the wrong hands. What is the situation, Pillar Falls? Event records of the Pillar Falls. Okay. Things are no better or worse than they have been over the past 100 years. The temple is safely hidden from the prying eyes of the demons. Simply cannot see it. However, only the most experienced fighters leave the boundaries of the temple. They do so secretly, for the heart of the world lies beyond its walls. Demons and foul corruption, even corpses of our own dead, have turned against us. You say, like magic. Hand over the Inheritor, and I have matters to discuss with you. My righteous allies, allow me to tell you about the matter that has brought us here. You knew Targon and Lyriel, the angel who defended Sarkoris in its final dark days. Aglar helped me to discover the fate of Lyriel, and it was, alas, sorrowful, but I have not lost the hope of fighting Targona, and I believe you can help me. Aglar has a special gift, the imprint of Lyriel's sword. The sword was made by Targona. I know it is within your power to look for the creator of this blade. If Aglar reveals its power to you. Of course, you would not deny help to our allies. My Lady Pelura would also be glad to see Targona return, should we manage to find her alive. But the scrying ritual requires preparation. I will give necessary orders. You will have to wait until everything is ready. The stars favor our effort. We'll help, but it would be best if you leave Pelura's Falls after the ritual. Forgive my bluntness, Hand of the Inheritor, but you and the Captain Knight Commander are notable figures. The demons are surely trying to track you, and if they follow you to the temple, our work may come to a tragic end. Elandra's eyes drift over to one of the guards, and she is silent for some time. Then she says softly, I would like you to be our guest for a while, Knight Commander, while you wait for the ritual. See the way we live and talk to our people. Maybe news of the crusade revival will bring some cheer to our little community. I would ask you to pay special attention to the temple guards, as well as to stargazers Odin, Reggie, and Teriel. Dark clouds veil through their souls, but it is not within my power to help them. You should honor her request, champion. Eleandra is one of the most radiant souls I know, and Katair is one of the most loyal and devoted. They have spent hundreds of years together with their comrades in involuntary isolation. It would be easy to lose one's clarity of perspective. I don't know mortals well enough to sense whether doubt or despair lives in their hearts, or of those who dwell in the fall, but perhaps you can. Okay. I need to talk basically to some people. Okay, I will do that, but we'll probably do that in the next episode. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it, and goodbye.